how to do short answer questions. Let's begin with an overview of 3 important steps you should follow when answering this question type. Well, I wonder if you can predict what the steps are. Yes, that's right. First, you need to analyze the question. Next, you need to scan the passage for the keywords from the question. And finally, read intensively to find information you are looking for. These are 3 basic steps that you can apply to most question types in IELTS reading. So let's have a closer look how to use these steps in short answer questions. Once you have skimmed the reading passage, it's time to analyze the question. This includes reading the instructions carefully to understand the word limit, reading the questions, and identifying the keywords in the questions. These keywords indicate what you need to scan for. It's a good idea to identify words which are difficult or impossible to paraphrase, because these will be easy to locate in the reading passage. The names of countries like China is an example of a word that is difficult to paraphrase. But you may need to think of possible synonyms and antonyms for more general keywords. Lastly, but importantly, make sure you understand what type of information you are looking for. Let's look at these key points in more detail. As mentioned, it's very important that you read the instructions carefully for short answer questions to check the word limit. Let's have a look at some examples of possible instructions. For some questions, the word limit is 3 words. This means that you can write 1, 2, or 3 words, but you cannot write more than 3 words. For other questions, the word limit may be 2 words, and sometimes you may need to include a number, as in the 3rd example. If you write the wrong number of words, the answer will be marked incorrect. These are some examples of specific information you might need to look for in the short answer questions. The specific information could be names, places, dates, numbers, or nouns. Therefore, it is important to pay attention to the question words, as these tell you what you need to scan for. So, for example, who indicates you're looking for names, and a question starting with the word where asks you to look for places. Let's have a look at this example of short answer question. You need to write no more than 3 words in each gap. What do you think the keywords in the question are? The keywords are used and China. Esperanto is not useful as a keyword, as this is the topic of the text, and therefore it may be repeated a number of times. The word used could be paraphrased, but the word China is a good keyword to scan for, and it will be easy to find because it has a capital letter. Another important aspect is that you also need to understand what specific information you are looking for. Here it says, what is Esperanto used for? So you know you're looking for something, which is probably a noun or noun phrase or gerund, something that answers the question, what? Luckily, paragraph B contains the exact keywords from the question, which does not always happen. You could also find synonyms or paraphrases, so be ready for that. Anyway, it is probably the right paragraph to look for the correct answer. In order to find the correct answer, you need to read the paragraph in more detail. So read the paragraph carefully and in detail. Remember, you are looking for specific information, which is the answer to the question. What in this case? Once you locate the correct answer, check that it does not contain more words than the word limit. So when you read the paragraph carefully, you realize that there are a few possible answers here. Translations, many translations, scientific translations, technological translations, a monthly magazine. Not all short answer questions have more than one answer. In fact, it's quite rare, but it's useful to be prepared for this situation in case it occurs. Therefore, possible correct answers are translations, many translations, scientific translations, technological translations, or a monthly magazine. All of these answers would be marked correct. However, if you chose scientific or technological translations, the answer is incorrect because it has 4 words, and the instructions say that the word limit is 3 words. Okay, well done, and congratulations on completing the last lesson in our IELTS online